So right now, guys, we'll start off with this thing, which is like your intelligence gathering or your information gathering, online sources, and active information gathering. Okay. So passively, we will do right now. Active and passive, I will tell you the meaning over here, guys. Then we will do the configuration, and we'll keep the first day light for us. Okay. Perfect. So coming to the notes first. There you go. Right. So here we'll be talking about, guys, active and passive, and the first step we are talking about footprinting, information gathering. Okay, so this active and passive thing should be clear to you because this thing will be there with you for a longer period of time, for sure. This thing will be there. Okay, active and passive. See, whenever we are saying active and passive, in any sense we are saying the thing. Okay, so this is nothing but a direct communication with the target. For example, we all seven people right now, we are all in a direct communication right now, an active conversation. Okay, when after the class or after this weekend, you will chat with me over the WhatsApp. Chat with me over the WhatsApp, that would be a passive kind of stuff. Okay, you know, you and me are not directly having any communication. If you call me, yes, we'll have a direct communication for sure. But passively, email you are using, maybe you're using any other forum, you're using a Discord channel or any other IRC channel. So that will be a simple communication. Okay, and here we'll talk about that you do not have no direct communication with the target. Might be you will be using Google, right? You will be using any other forum to get the information. So these things basically we'll talk about. And this thing active and passive will also come in scanning also. It will also come in information gathering also, intelligence gathering also. Okay, so active and passive just is this thing, direct communication with the target and no direct communication with the target. That is the meaning of active and passive, basic meaning. Okay, now the keyword that we have to start is nothing but your information gathering, right? So when I say information gathering, guys, which information, for what information we are looking for? On a very broader view, I would say like you want to gather information about an organization, or second thing is people. Basically, I will give you a normal name and I will say, okay, find n number of information about this person. Right. So basically, two things which we focus upon. Basically, okay. Now, things that you are saying to me that Karan, you will look for server information. Am I right? Server information you will look for. What else you will look for? DNS detail we look for. What else? Email. Email is also good. What else? IP address. Okay, good. Services they are doing. Okay. Business
Can
dealing
you
with.
repeat that question?
Website creation date or something. Okay. Personal information. Okay. Personal information, or basically, sir, if we can say a more precise keyword, which is PII, personally identified information, your Aadhaar card, email address, photo, these things are there. Okay. Identified information. Okay, so keeping consideration of these points, guys, keeping consideration of these points, I will write couple of points for you. Let's see how far we can go in this module or in this particular topic over here. This is your point, right? So I am writing all this thing into green thing. This is by the team. Okay. Now on the right hand side, you will see a couple of list I will write for you. Starting from the very beginning, I'll write 10, 11 points for you guys. Okay. So first thing is like who is domain tools? Whois domain tool will tell you that who is the registrant of this website, target website. Okay, when it is created, these all things we will get over here. Okay, then we have a very good website which is virustotal.com. Virustotal.com. This thing I will showcase you as well. Okay, then we have things like DNS dumpster. There are n number of tools, guys. I will write only those things which are proficient. So you can cross check with me even in your corporate laptop. There is no problem that these things are actually working or not. Likewise, there are n number of things, but I will write only the important ones. Okay, netcraft.com. I'll give you a full brief and task on it. Then you will understand that what we are trying to learn up over here. Okay, archive.org. Okay, then have I been pawned? Pawn means that you have been hacked or not. Okay, this is a very good stuff over here. Then we can talk about URL scan.io. Okay, hybrid analysis, right? We can talk about URL Whois, very nice website. Okay, we can talk about Whois domain, virus total, DNS dumpster, archive.org. It is also known as Wayback Machine because here you can look back and check how does the website look like in the previous time. That means you can go back and check how does Google was looking like in 2003. This thing as well we can consider over here. Okay, have I been found the URL scan, hybrid analysis, URL scan? Okay, so I will write some good points over here now. Again, I have some things with me, which is Netcraft security website check we can use over here, guys, which is there in my mind. Okay, security website check. Okay, this thing we will use. I'll write the domain URL as well. I have with me, which is this one. Okay, so I'll give you a real time, right? We have full privilege. We have the right to search on that website, so there is no problem in that. Okay, you can use this thing. There is no problem. It's an online malware scanner. It's a very nice and proficient one as well. Okay, then we can talk about which is there in my mind is which tank is one thing which we can use. A very good tool and for your UK or US clientele, which is a very nice stuff. So you can write like fish tank. It's a very nice thing. Okay. So these are certain tools, guys, which I want to explore out with you. And I like to give you a task on it. Okay. So one by one, I will explain you all the tools, all the 11 points. Then I will put you on task. And these are our 11 point, which are online tools. And they will talk about organization, subdomains, domains, IP addresses. These things they will talk about. Okay. So for the people, guys, if I ask you a question, for the people, basically, the second point which I wrote over here, which is exactly this one. Okay. So if I ask you a question, guys, can we gather email of all the corporates? Is it possible? I will write my question. Can we gather all the emails of a corporate? Corporate means I'll give you the company name. Okay. And you want to gather all the email addresses of that company. Is that possible? Not possible. Okay. But we are learning advanced penetration testing, right? We have to make it possible. You know, there are some people, foolish people inside the organization, which register, who register, let's suppose you can see right now today, Amazon India sale is starting, Amazon UAE sale is starting. They register with that corporate email for the offers. Those things become vulnerable thing, right? They register LinkedIn problem. They try to register, your PII is lost over there. Okay, so I want to gather all the email of those person which are doing this kind of stuff, bad activities, right? And maybe, let's suppose you must have seen when this COVID-19 was started, everyone was giving you free trainings. Free keyword is popular, much popular in India region. The open source thing, and people try to register with their corporate email, get some discounts, and all of these blah 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 stuff happens. Okay, so I want to gather all the we want to gather all the email of a corporate. Possible. So this answer is yes, we will make it possible. There is no problem in that. Okay, we have to make it possible, and we will gather all the email of a corporate. That is possible with us. Okay, starting from the first point, guys, I will write the answer for it. The answer for it is snow.io. We'll have to make an account on it, and we will use this thing over there. The answer is snow.io. This thing can make it possible. Okay, sitting at your home, no need to go out anywhere, somewhere. You can sit at your home, there only you will find everything. Okay, so starting with the first point, who is domain tools, guys? Just you need a browser today, nothing else. No environment is needed. There is no problem in that. Okay, So the URL is this one. I'll keep on copy pasting the URL into the notepad so that when I give you the task, it will be really easy for us. Okay, this is the first thing. So here, nothing you have to do. Whatever domain you want to search up, come over here. Let's suppose cisco.com I'm searching. Okay, it will give you all the details, guys, like where it is hosted. Okay, it will give you a captcha over here. Let me just quickly fill it. It will give you creation date, who is the registrant of the website. It will give you that also. Okay, a little slow this website. We'll come to that, I believe so. Now it is working. Right now it is working. A little slow, but it was there. Okay, so it will give you the registrant, guys. Right, it will give you which country it is being registered, US, India, whatever. It will give you name server. Name server is nothing. It is just like on which hosting server it is pointing to. Okay, so let's suppose you purchase the hosting server from some other company. You have the purchase domain from another company. So you need to map the domain and the hosting server. For that thing, name servers are being used. Okay, just for the mapping. That's why this thing is written. Then you will see, guys, when you come down, you will see your Whois record. This will give you the entire creation history, update history, details about the company, right, where it has been registered. So you can see like a couple of numbers and email are being exposed. It is not exposed, it is just to make your client trust that you are authentic. Otherwise, if you keep on hiding the things, nobody will trust on your organization. Nobody will believe you that you are authentic person. Okay, so most of the cases you will see this thing is generally hidden or people write fake things over here. Okay, but credit card, when they purchase credit card thing can also be fake, but they will not go that much deep, right? Somewhere or the other, if somebody is doing a phishing on you, he will leave or she will leave some traces for sure, right? It might take from the trace back stuff. 100% spoofing, people say it is there, but intelligence like defending is also one thing. Okay, so this thing, whatever they are exposing over here, guys, these things are good for building the client trust. So it is not a vulnerability that, okay, I'm leaving my number over here, my fax number over here. No, it is good for me. Okay. Second point which I wrote is virus total, DNS dumpster, and Netcraft. Okay. Netcraft, netcraft.com, DNS dumpster, and your virus total. Okay. Just yeah. So virus total, the problem is do not upload anything to it. It is as per against the corporate policy. We don't have to upload any file on virus total. Even your personal file, you will never upload over here. Never. It's a capital no for you. Okay. So I'll start off with this virus total only. There are three options, guys, over here. One is your file. URL and search. Here the problem is, let's suppose first thing is like confidentiality you will lose over here only. Okay, what happens over here? Let's suppose you have a file. I'm writing, you have a doc file with you over here. Okay, today it is 17th October. We all are seven people right now. You upload a doc file over here. After 2 hours, I will also upload that doc file over here. Virus total will say this file has been scanned 2 hours ago. Reason being, he will keep that file into his repo. This is a problem. That means you are sharing your data with a third party, which is not at all allowed. Not at all allowed. Right. So it scans. API is there. We can inbuilt the API. There is no problem. Right. You can scan the file into your environment, your deployment server. There is no problem at all. But we never upload anything to any third party. It is not allowed. So this option is totally not in the race for sure. That means in a good practice, you will never use this thing. You will only use URL and you will only use search. Only these two things you can use. Okay. So when you go to this stuff, you will go to URL. You have a scan for URL. You paste the URL over here, or you have an IP over here, right? Scan. It will tell you it is malicious or not. Simply. Okay. In the search, when you write anything, let's suppose I go with a company. Okay. I go with the company Chronos. It says me that it has been detected files communicating, 7 files detecting communicated with this domain. But all of them are saying that it's a clean thing. It's a clean, there is no problem. I'll go to my details tab. I can see my some technical description of the DNS, which I will explain you guys. There is no problem. So A record is there, MX record is there, NS, SOA, and TXT. A record is nothing but the pointer, A host we call it. MX mail exchange, NS name server, SOA is state of authority. Okay, so I'll tell you when we touch DNS attacks, DNS poisoning, right? DNS starvation attack, then DNS zone transfers. These things I will explain you in a bit. So keep on remembering this thing right now, and we will you go in a very deep manner when we do phishing and phishing analysis, phishing attack, right? These things we will understand nicely. It will tell you same Whois information, and these are the 7 files or some relatively domains which are possible with chronos.com. Okay, then you go to the relations tab. You will see these are the subdomains. These are the subdomains which are possible with it. Career.chronos.com, remote.chronos.com, performance.chronos.com, right? And these are some of the files you can see right now, communicating files. 62 out of 73 engines are detecting these are not legitimate. Somebody is playing with them, right? Install.exe, this you can see legi something something coming, some good. You see, this is what file name, right? There's a whole hash written as a file name, right? These are all communicating files, and this happened in 2019. So it is keeping the track. That is the problem in that. So do not upload anything, guys. Not at all. Do not upload anything to it. It's not possible, and it is not allowed in the corporate environment. Again and again, I'm saying. Okay. Netcraft.com, third website. Netcraft.com is an important website. Why important? What is the reason? All the tools which we will use in the Kali environment, they are backend and they are gathering data from netcraft.com only. So let's suppose you run a tool, it will the first line it will say gathering data from netcraft.com. So why not we come to the crux point that Netcraft is the basic source for the Kali tools. Okay, so any kind of online tool you are using over there, Netcraft will be running at the behind stage. Okay. Then if you come down, guys, you will see this search box, this one. Okay. When you come down, you will see this search box. All right. So you will see around that you have to write the fully qualified domain name. I'm writing HTTPS www dot again. Let's instead of this, let's write chronos.com. Okay, something interesting we should write. And you will see all the details of the website. Okay, what is the website rank right now? It is 18,000 something 936, 1,80,000, sorry, right? On which technology it is built, what is the public address? I can scan this public address on virus total as well. You can see Cloudflare, they are using some DDoS protection technique like this. Okay, then you will see over here is your Cloudflare net. They're using some kind of, I think, DDoS protection again. So this is like routing IP, which is coming over here. Okay, hosting is on Cloudflex. Let me see where is their hosting. Right, if you come down, they will showcase you their hosting as well. Okay, let me find it down. There are all technologies it will showcase you, and they are hiding behind themselves the Cloudflare. Yeah, so they are using some technology like Varnish server. They are using this is a cache server for the web application they are using, and they are hiding the main IP behind this Cloudflare. Okay, so there is a tool I will tell you when we touch like website web application testing. I'll tell you like we can find the IP behind the proxy as well. There is no problem. But as of now, their public IP will be coming of the Cloudflare IP only. So Cloudflare is nothing. It is DDoS protection service. Okay, so Cloudflare they are using. So like this, you will find technical details about the target over here. Okay, and just if you want to focus on the DNS part only, then DNS Dumpster is one-stop solution for you. It's a very nice stuff. You can create some good graphs over here, and it is very fast as well. Okay, you can see right now it will tell you the region at which location it is. One in Australia it is found, United States, Canada, and this United States for host. NS record, MX record, guys, X record, a host we are getting, and here we are getting your subdomains as well. Okay, these are all subdomains that they are being using, and the reason being of giving you this particular website or tool over here is basically you will get a good graph in the end, right? So in order to improve our reporting part, you can click on this image. It will give you a high quality image, right? You can see, zoom in when you go, you will see a good amount of PNG file over here which you can study up. Very good amount it will tell you. Right. So source is like your chronos.com, and from there we are manipulating different URLs or links or IP addresses. It will tell you all the things over here in a good representable manner, which we can represent to anybody. Okay.